People love to say that autistic people have difficulties, but the thing that I can't get past, and let's be honest about it, most of the so-called difficulties that we have only appear when the world fails to meet us with clarity, transparency, honesty, and respect. They say we take things too literally, but the truth is everybody else speaks in riddles, and then they get offended when we don't solve their made-up puzzle fast enough. They say come whenever, and you come whenever, and now you're annoyed. That's not my difficulty, that's your lack of precision. They say we're dramatic about fairness, but most people only want fairness when it benefits them. Autistic people want fairness even when it costs us. We will lose sleep over making sure that we did the right thing, even if it's not for us, because then the rule makes sense always. Not because we're rigid, but because our integrity doesn't clock off. If justice is a hill, we're not just dying on it, we've built a house on it. They say that we hate change, but we don't hate change, we actually hate ambush. We hate being yanked from one mental tab into another without warning, like a laptop that is forced to run on 47 programs all at once. You want smooth transitions? Give us information. Give us time. Give us a second to breathe and to process the information. It's not difficulty. That's just respecting a new operating system that is not like yours. They say we're socially awkward because we're placed in a game that everybody learnt the rules to play through osmosis. And we're penalised for not magically knowing the hidden truths. We follow the script. How are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? But then the script ends, and suddenly we're supposed to know how to enter a new genre, a new era of conversation that will be different and will get a different reception based off every single person we meet. They call our hyperfocus obsessive, but why is it passion when they do it and pathology when we do it? Hyperfocus isn't a flaw. People want the results of the tunnel. They love the results of the tunnel, but they don't want to accommodate none of the time that you might need inside it to get the results that they're wanting. They say that we overreact, but we feel energy the way that other people feel the weather. We know a storm before the clouds show. We feel tension that hasn't even been spoken. We sense dishonesty before the lie has even left their lips. We're not too much, we're too aware, and that's where masking happens. And they say everybody masks. No, everybody edits and they're comfortable switching in and out. Autistic people are almost performing surgery on their personality every time they enter a room. Smiling when overloaded, nodding when confused, shrinking even when suffocating. And then they say, you're coping fine. No, you're coping loudly enough to be ignored. But it's never an issue with their capacity. It's always an issue with your functioning. So let's stop calling these things difficulties and call them exactly what they are. They're differences. Differences that the world refuses to adapt to. Strengths that go unrecognised. Truths that make people uncomfortable. Autistic people are not faulty. They're not difficult. They're different. They're clear. They're honest. They're consistent. They're sensitive. They're intense. And I've learned that I enjoy that in people, even if the world punishes them for it.